I was recently reading an article about people that were immigrants and moving to this country and not being able to afford a car, and the concept of transportation and how important that is, and our ability to be productive in many senses as far as getting back and forth to work. And fortunately, we are lucky enough to have an organization called Bikes for the World out of Washington, D.C. that ships bikes all over the world. Through the involvement with co-curricular activities here on campus, contacting Bikes for the World, I was lucky enough to find the Carroll Creek Rotary Club was going to be lining up a box truck with Bikes for the World and having that truck here in Frederick in April. One of the first things I did was touch base with Wheelbase Bicycle Shop, and they were actually a bicycle shop that I'd worked at part-time while I was paying my way through Frostburg State University, and they were able to offer donations as well as sort of become a collection spot for donations that we were able to start to gather here at Frederick Community College. So here we are at Wheelbase Bicycle Shop with owner Tom Pepperone. So Tom, where do all these bicycles come from and how do they get here?
These are mostly bikes that people bring in for service that are really not worth putting a lot of money into. So they will just leave them with us and then they'll go ahead and buy a new bike.
You guys have been working with, kind of partnering with organizations donating these used bicycles for quite some time now.
Yes, we have. Just for the last about 3 years, I guess, the Rotary Club has stepped up with this Bikes for the World.
You know, the original idea and us getting involved in Bikes for the World is, you know, as we worked on our co-curricular events and worked on Earth Day and those types of activities, the sustainability, Bikes for the World couldn't be a better organization to work with. In many countries, the transportation is just not accessible as what we have here, and so having a bicycle really gives somebody a lot of freedom. And not only that, it gives them a lot of freedom that has a very small footprint. So the bicycle really does prove to be quite a wonderful thing. So here we are with the cleaned up pile of bicycles. The bicycle pile that you had saw earlier, we've gone through, organized, me and Professor Charlie Cottingham have set the bikes up so that we can easily stack them into the truck. So now we're getting ready to load these bicycles up. We got a team of friends and family from the Frederick Community College community, and we're going to load them up in some trucks and take them over to McCurdy Field, where the Carroll Creek Rotary Club has organized a large box truck that will be accepting donations as well, and all of our bikes will get loaded up with their donations and then head down the road. So here we are down at McCurdy Field for the final day of the donation drive. The Carroll Creek Rotary Club has organized a big truck, and they're accepting dozens and dozens and dozens of bicycles. The collaborative donation drive that Frederick Community College and Wheelbase Bicycle Shop did together has ultimately netted about 50 bicycles and a bunch of parts and frames and accessories as well. So most of these bicycles that we've received here for our donations, most of these bicycles have been sitting in people's basements, sitting in their garage, sitting in their shed, going unused. So these bicycles will really bring a huge amount of joy and pleasure and convenience and help to many people who do not have access to the type of resources we have here in the United States. So here we are down at McCurdy Field with Zoltan Nagy, who is the organizer in relationship to the Carroll Creek Rotary Club and collaboration with Bikes for the World. So how long have you guys been doing these bike donation drives?
This will be the third year for the Carroll Creek Rotary. We've started out the first bike collection. We got about 135 bikes. Last year it dropped a little bit to just over 100. This year, however, especially with the help of FCC, got that article in the News Post and some other advertising we did, and today we're having a great day. And by my rough count right now, we're over 150 bikes, and they're still coming in right now.
And so we really had a successful, fun drive for our first year at trying to help this organization out, Bikes for the World.
The Rockville Youth Bike Project consists of supporting the Bikes for the World project, and also we do education.
Yeah, I've been involved in this sort of thing for 20 years. I worked overseas And I was a cyclist, a commuter cyclist, so I appreciated the value of the bicycle, and one thing led to another. I got involved with some guys who were collecting bikes to ship to Central America during the times down there for health workers and teachers and the like. And it struck me that that was a really good idea, and how could we expand it? We partner with community organizations, whether they're Rotary clubs and other service clubs, schools, scout troops, churches and synagogues, and other faith communities. And we provide them the destination for the bikes and the confidence that it can be done, and the knowledge about how to run a collection, and the tools, and the counsel. And they provide the volunteer labor, the site for the collection, and the entree and the confidence of the communities.
Layer of bikes. We use cardboard sometimes, depending, see how it contours better than the plywood. The receiving agency will train 3 to 5 people in bike mechanics, undoing what we've done for packing, separating, sorting. If you see a lot of wheels in here, we take bikes that are unsuitable for shipment and strip everything worthwhile off them and fill in these spaces with them. They will stockpile, organize, rebuild, and restore bikes to a usable condition, and becomes a sustainable program, basically capitalizing a cottage industry with this container. So this is our goal, and it starts with the person donating the bike.